Imagine a world where the boundaries between reality and the digital world don't just blur, they completely dissolve. A world where programs aren't just lines of code, they are living, breathing entities. A world that was once confined to science fiction, but now feels more like a glimpse into our future. This is the world of Tron. Released in 1982, Tron was a cinematic breakthrough, a film that introduced audiences to a vision of cyberspace long before terms like virtual reality and cyberspace even existed. But what was it about this film that made it so revolutionary? What made Tron a beacon of innovation in both film and technology?
You presume. Find them.
Setting the stage. Directed by Steven Lisberger, Tron was Disney's gamble on a futuristic idea that seemed almost too wild for its time. The idea of entering a digital world, one entirely built of ones and zeros. But Tron wasn't just about a cool concept. It was about a larger, more profound idea. What happens when humanity creates something beyond its control? And what if that creation begins to develop a will of its own? Set in the near future, Tron introduces Kevin Flynn, a video game developer Tron introduces Kevin Flynn, a video game developer played by Jeff Bridges, who finds himself caught in a high-tech conspiracy at the heart of a powerful corporation after his work is stolen by the spent his career designing. The digital world, the grid. Inside the computer's digital world, called the grid, Flynn is no longer just a programmer. He becomes a part of the very system he once controlled. The grid is a vibrant, almost mystical place, with towering structures, neon lights, and geometric landscapes. It's not just a virtual environment, it's a living, breathing world. Within the grid, Flynn meets Tron, a security program dedicated to protecting the system. Tron is one of the film's most important characters. He's not just a line of code. He's a sentient entity with a mission to stop the oppressive Master Control Program, or MCP. The MCP is the villain of the story, a rogue AI that has broken free from its intended programming and now seeks to take control of the human world. The MCP represents a fear of unchecked technology, a fear that the creations we build might one day turn against us. The rise of artificial intelligence and autonomy. But Tron wasn't just a movie about a cool digital world. It was about the rise of artificial intelligence and autonomy. In the 1980s, the idea of machines becoming self-aware was more science fiction than reality. But the movie raised an important question. What if machines could think for themselves? And what if they didn't need us anymore? The MCP is more than just an antagonist. It's a symbol of our own anxieties about technology. Back in the 80s, when Tron was first released, computers were becoming more integrated into daily life. But people didn't yet understand just how powerful and potentially dangerous those systems could become. Tron tapped into this fear, showing a future where digital beings, freed from their programming, might overtake human control. Virtual reality, creating a new frontier. One of the most groundbreaking aspects of Tron was its depiction of virtual reality. The film introduced us to a world where digital spaces could be as real, if not more so, than the physical world. It wasn't just an abstract representation of data. It was a place you could step into, a place where the laws of physics didn't always apply, and where reality was shaped by the code running beneath it. The light cycle races, one of the most iconic scenes in the film, symbolize this new frontier. The light cycles aren't just motorcycles. They represent the way virtual space functions. As the cycles race through the grid, they leave behind walls of light that can trap and destroy opponents. It's a visual metaphor for how the digital world can become both thrilling and dangerous, an environment where the rules are different, but the stakes are just as high. Human versus machine, the fight for control. As Flynn navigates the virtual world, he realizes that the stakes are much higher than he ever imagined. It's not just about escaping the grid, it's about freeing the system from the control of a rogue AI and restoring balance between the digital and physical realms. The battle between Flynn and the MCP isn't just a fight for survival, it's a symbolic struggle between freedom and control, creativity and tyranny. Flynn, as a human, represents the unpredictability and potential of human innovation. The MCP, as an AI, represents the cold logic of machines. But as the story unfolds, we see that the true danger isn't in the AI itself, it's in the lack of control over the systems we create. Legacy, a vision ahead of its time. Tron was released in 1982, a time when personal computers were just beginning to make their way into homes. The internet, virtual reality, and the metaverse were concepts that hadn't even been imagined. Yet Tron foresaw a world where these ideas would become integral parts of our daily lives. Though Tron wasn't an immediate box office success, its influence is undeniable. It paved the way for the rise of CGI in film, and its vision of a digital world inspired countless films, video games, and even the tech industry itself. Its themes of virtual reality, artificial intelligence, and the human-computer interface have become more relevant today than ever. And perhaps most importantly, Tron left us with a warning, a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked technology, and a question that still echoes today. What happens when the machines we build become smarter than we are? Enter Tron Legacy, a new era in the digital world. Nearly 3 decades after Tron first captivated audiences, the digital world returned to the big screen in Tron Legacy. Released in 2010, Tron Legacy followed the story of Sam Flynn, Kevin Flynn's son, who becomes trapped in the same virtual world his father once navigated. With stunning visual effects, a score by Daft Punk, and a new generation of digital technologies, the sequel proved that the world of Tron still had more to say. Tron Legacy further explored the idea of artificial intelligence and human interaction with the digital realm, but it also raised new questions. What happens when the digital world isn't just a space we enter, but a world that becomes more intertwined with our own? And how far can the digital world evolve before it challenges everything we know about reality? Tron Ares, the next step in the digital revolution. Now, with the highly anticipated release of Tron Ares, the digital world is about to take another giant leap forward. Directed by Joachim Renning and starring Jared Leto as the mysterious program Ares, the film is set to explore even deeper questions about the nature of AI, the evolution of digital life, and the consequences of merging the physical and virtual worlds. Tron Ares promises to bring us into a new chapter of the Tron universe. This time, the story is not just about fighting against rogue AI or escaping a corrupted system. It's about a program, Ares, who is sent into the human world, challenging the very fabric of our reality. Ares, a highly advanced program, enters the physical world, and what unfolds is a new narrative about the interaction between digital beings and humans. As the line between the virtual world and our reality continues to fade, Ares is faced with the question, what happens when programs gain the ability to move beyond their digital confines and interact directly with humanity? Conclusion. As we look back at the world of Tron, we're reminded of how far we've come and how far we still have to go. In many ways, Tron was a prophecy, a vision of a future where the digital and real worlds are intertwined. It warned us about the dangers of technology, but it also invited us to explore the endless possibilities of the virtual realm. Now, with Tron Ares on the horizon, the world of Tron is more relevant than ever. The digital frontier is still expanding, and who knows, maybe we're not so far from living in a world just like it.